Hello, Homestead. Happy Friday. It is January 20th, and this is the weekly video message. So let's get started. Thank you to everybody who have been starting to use the new survey. So hopefully you make sure you click on the right link and start sending in your shout outs, your questions, your concerns, your suggestions. So this week, starting out with some shout outs and recognitions. We have one for Russell Imura for very high quality video recordings of the band activities. Many band parents and families enjoy them. So thanks a lot. We also have a thank you to me for offering this in PowerPoint. Again, the PowerPoint that I read along to here, I also include in the message. So if you would rather just read the email, read the PowerPoint rather than go through the video, it's there for yours as well. And sometimes there's links in there too, so it can be helpful. A shout out to Coach Raquel De Jesus, who's also one of our school counselors. She is the varsity girls soccer coach, so we're bringing positivity and inclusion in women's varsity soccer coaching. And then again, another shout out to the custodians for cleaning the bathrooms. Questions and concerns. There was a question regarding if there's going to be any more activities or remembrances or vigils or anything like that for Shreyas Kelkar, our student who passed away. And so nothing further has been planned by us, the school. We do have all the supports and services that are going to remain in place. So if students are struggling or they need some help talking to somebody, your friend, a student, anybody, please give us a call, give us an email. You can use the wellness form that we've talked about before. That's also being monitored and has been reactivated and monitored, so you can do that. I did speak with Shreyas's family this week. They do not have any plans at this moment, but they will definitely let us know if and when that changes. So nothing else planned at the moment. Suggestions and ideas. So we had some suggestions here saying keep bringing the guest stars on. They love the FBLA students. They did a great job. It was always nice to see fresh faces. Asking maybe could we have some student officers from other clubs or other language or other clubs to come talk about their clubs. Definitely something we can do. My next week's guest is going to be one of our students, Neil. He is actually, and I'll talk about what they're going to be doing here with the American Heart Association Challenge in just a little bit. So I believe that's my next slide. So other announcements. Yep, here we go. American Heart Association partnership. So February 2nd last year was the date that Mr. Lavelle had a cardiac arrest here on campus. It was a pretty traumatic event, but fortunately we were able to provide CPR and AED and revive him and get him to the hospital and get him the treatment that he needs. And so part of that, we're kind of celebrating the fact that that was a successful thing. We want more people to be educated and understanding some of the life-saving techniques that are out there. So Neil and some of our other students have been working with the American Heart Association, and starting about January 30th, we're going to be doing the American Heart Challenge. It's also known as Finn's Mission. And so we're going to be having different activities, guest speakers, demonstrations on hands-only CPR for students. I'll also be doing some fundraising for the American Heart Association. So there'll be more information coming. And next week, like I said, Neil, he'll be my guest speaker, and he will give you some more information about what's going on and how you can get involved. Traffic reminders this week. So again, I'm actually going to start with a compliment because I realize I don't do that often, but parents are doing a very great job of pulling forward in the horseshoe, filling the open lanes. I mean, we're almost in the beginning, we used to have to tell people where to go and how to do it. And we still help people, but people are really understanding the flow of traffic and they're really helping us out there. So thank you for doing all that. I do want to remind folks that sometimes when they're trying to make a right turn into the horseshoe, some people are coming from the far lane, the left lane, and trying to come in and around. And that's actually almost created a couple accidents. So again, if you are in that far lane, rather than trying to come in and cut people off and do that, please go down to the student lot. Again, much safer, much easier. It'll be just as fine. I'm going to kind of throw some reminders out to our bikers because now that the weather is getting nicer again, we're seeing a lot more bikes. But please don't ride in front of the horseshoe, right? If you're coming like from the direction of Los Altos or up Mary, please go to the Mary Street bike path and take the path down down the side of the parking lot and into the back of school. And if you have to ride all the way around, that's fine too, to get to the other bike racks by the pool. Or if you're coming from, say, the direction of 7-Eleven, please come up the access road. We really are trying to avoid having cars and bikes together because it's actually really dangerous there. So please don't do that. Again, still seeing lots of kids without helmets. And a lot of the kids we're seeing without helmets are those who are riding those e-bikes. Those e-bikes can get going pretty fast. So please make sure your kids are wearing helmets or that they have helmets. Sometimes we're even seeing helmets on handlebars. Doesn't do that any good. And again, just a reminder to bikers that our baseball and softball season is going to be starting up here pretty soon, that the spring season's coming. So please do not park your bikes and lock your bikes to the fences and the bleachers there, because it makes it difficult to have access and to get around and do what we need to do there. So again, please use the bike racks for that. That brings us to important dates. It's a short one this week. So everything on here is about course information. So there's lots of other things going on. So again, always go to our calendar page on our website if you want to see more. But here's some big ones coming up. So a financial aid presentation. It's a makeup date coming on the 24th. The rest of these are all about 8th grade information night on the 31st. We got course information fair day 1 on the 1st and day 2 on the 3rd. We also have, of course, then we start to actually have things where we're going to work with the individual grade levels of students. So 9th grade, 10th grade, then 11th grade on the 6th, 8th, and 10th. So again, that's going to be cranking up here soon. So please pay attention to those announcements coming through. And again, that's it for this week. So I appreciate, again, as people sending, using the new survey link. So please keep coming. Hope you have a great weekend. And now that the weather has dried up on us, hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy some of the nice weather and sunshine that's going to be scheduled for this weekend. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.